All it takes is some water leaking into your house when it rains for you to quickly realize you have a problem. And that's not a problem you want to have. What's worse is sometimes you don't even realize it. Thankfully, we have lots of professionals in our area who can give us advice. I reached out to local contractor Bryan of Capaway Construction and asked him for some home maintenance tips when it rains to best protect our homes from damage. In this video, I pass those tips on to you, and be sure to watch to the very end when I share a bonus tip from me. Hi, I'm Chasity Lousteau, real estate broker in West Hills, California. I help Los Angeles area homeowners work through their questions and the unknowns about their houses so they can make decisions with confidence. If this is the type of content that's useful to you, be sure to subscribe to my channel and have access to all my videos. Let's be honest, it doesn't rain all that often here in Los Angeles, but today it is, and it gives us the unique opportunity to check some things in and around our houses for potential problem areas with leaks and drainage. I don't know about you, but as a homeowner, I believe that prevention is the best protection. The key here is to take the time and make the effort to prevent a problem from happening before it even starts. That can save you a lot in the long run. It could be a savings in the form of time and hassle, not having to deal with a problem in the future, or in some cases, it can save you a lot of money down the road. So let's get to the home maintenance tips when it rains from Bryan at Capaway Construction. The first home maintenance tip when it rains that Bryan gives us is to check the roof, particularly the roof valley. That's where two roof facets meet at a slope to form an angle. Sometimes leaves will be piled up or sitting along the roof valley that prevents water from draining properly off the roof. When the leaves hold water on the roof, you may think you have a leak, when really all you need to do is clear the leaves so the water flows properly down the roof. The next home maintenance tip when it rains from Bryan is to check the attic. Now, some people don't want to crawl in the attic themselves, so you can hire an inspector to come in and do this for you. Ask the inspector to look at the underside of the plywood to see if there are any leaks or drips. And if you have insulation in your attic, ask them to pull up the insulation so that they can look underneath. They can tell you if there is any evidence or signs of water leakage or water damage. The attic is one of the places where homeowners may not even realize that something is or has been leaking. Another home maintenance tip when it rains from Bryan is to check the chimney. To check this area, open the chimney flap and using a flashlight, shine the light up into the chimney. Look all around the walls to see if you notice any water running down. If so, you will want to hire a chimney inspector to come to your home and thoroughly inspect to locate the source of the problem and make the repairs. Faulty flashing is a common cause for chimney leaks, and chimney leaks can cause some serious damage to your home. Additionally, for those of you with skylights in your home, Bryan suggests checking around the edges of the skylight for any wetness, drips, or signs of water. Skylights are often overlooked, so don't forget about those. A few other general home maintenance tips when it rains are: keep the gutters and downspouts clean and clear of debris. Ensure the outside drains are clear and are flowing properly. Make sure that water is being diverted away from the foundation of the house, and seal doors and windows well. The take home is with any water leak due to rain or another water source, you want to remedy the problem right away to avoid serious damage to your home and prevent future costly repairs due to neglect. For preventative maintenance, I recommend inspecting your home's major components at least once a year, if not every 6 months, to keep you and your home protected. And as always, I recommend hiring the appropriate licensed professional to do the work. As I promised, one last home maintenance bonus tip from me is to keep the receipts and or keep a home maintenance log that includes the vendor, the date, and the cost of the repair. When you go to sell your house in the future, if you have the receipts or the home maintenance log, it will make your life so much easier because typically you are required to disclose everything you are aware of about the home before selling it. If you've owned your home for a while, it can be hard to remember every little thing that's happened. So if you don't have an envelope or a log going, it is never too late to start. The new home buyer will appreciate your thoroughness and transparency in the disclosure of your information. When you work with me to sell your house, protecting you and your home are part of my 7-stage system for home sellers. It's a whole checklist of things, so we've got you covered. If you have any questions about how to best protect your home in the rain or otherwise, please reach out. I want to thank Bryan at Capaway Construction for sharing these valuable home maintenance tips when it rains with us. I've posted Bryan's contact information in the description below, so if you have questions or would like to get in contact with him or see his work, feel free to reach out. Again, I'm Chastity Lousteau, real estate broker in West Hills, California. I give you the keys to protect your house so you can make decisions with confidence.